previous 3 double stick, double sword videos, I broke down some different drills, some different techniques. Today I've got my training partner, my good buddy here and Quality Center coach, Tom, with me, so we can break down some of the applications from those previous drills. If you don't know those previous drills, I have the links down below. I'll also link to a little mini playlist at the end of this video and in the comments that we can learn each individual one. Then come back here with your sticks, with your gloves, and with a training partner and start working on the applications to these exact same movements. So let's take a look here. Our first set was our inside deflection, and then we followed it up with the rising backhand and then a reverse backhand downward. And we worked this on both sides. We're just working the symmetry or the dexterity of both sides. All right, so when we look at the application of this, we're going to step into his #1 strike. Boom, right here. So you're going to see that my right hand, my right stick, I'm targeting right for that hand. This one might have to check the weapon here, maybe, so that way I'm not getting smashed. Then I'm going to come up, striking the elbow, and then, boom, you could take the back of the neck right there. Now, here's a common one when you see this type of deflection in a lot of Filipino martial arts, is they step to the inside of this, trying to take the hand and then monitoring this, and they're working on the inside. I don't like that version of application because when this guy has a strong, powerful angle 1, it's gonna go through and it's gonna end up smashing you. Even if I try to hit the weapon and take the hand here, right? I don't know exactly what his angle's gonna be. I don't know if he's gonna have a big wide angle, if it's gonna be a narrow angle. That's pretty unpredictable because they can start large and then they can narrow it up. So if we step to the outside of the strike, we're putting our body in a safer position here, and we have more guarantee that at least one or both of our weapons are gonna pick up the hand. And that puts us in a good spot for a quick follow-up. We can destroy that hand some more, and then boom, we can strike. And then on your own training, you're gonna see what you can do with the other weapon. So when we look at it on the other side, it's the same thing. Let's go nice and slow. I wanna step to the right this time. So I'm stepping behind that weapon there, and then you're gonna see how I got this beautiful open strike. You could take it down to the knee, you could take it up to the elbow right there, and then look, you got all these thrusts while you're coming in to protect yourself or follow up with that too. And it gives you a lot of good protection, which we'll show later on in the video if he's doing multiple strikes. So make sure you stick to the end of the video so that way you don't miss the elaboration on these techniques. All right, so one more time on each side, I'm stepping. When he's striking with the right hand, I'm gonna step to the left with my inside deflection. Boom, right there. Pop that elbow, take the head. When he's striking with the left hand, I'm stepping to my right with the inside deflection, taking to the hand, pop that elbow, and then take the head. So this sets up how we're gonna work the application on the second technique. So make sure you check out the second video, okay? So from here, this is where we were using our X strikes or our cruzadas. So from here, same thing. Boom, I'm gonna step off to the left to get out of the way of that power. And now look, I got that double follow-up. Boom, and then there's that reverse angle 2 right there. He strikes the left hand, I'm stepping to the right, taking that hand, and then I have that closed strike. I got the protection from the 2 backhands. Bring this around and finish him. So once again, on the cruzadas, 1, 2, 3 right here. Other side, 1, 2, 3 right there. This puts us into the third technique where we had the double parry and we followed up with the triple thrust. And we worked this on both sides. So the first 2 drills, we followed up with the cuts. I want to make sure that you understand how to follow up with the cuts. The third drill, we followed with the thrusts because it's important that we understand that we have that option as well on any of them. Okay, so from here, following the exact same rule, we're going to step to the left as Tom strikes with his right hand. Parry, parry right there. You see how this is going to maintain coverage over the other side, the left side of his body. And now I get a thrust, thrust, thrust. when you're applying those thrusts, I'm going to show you on this other side. When he throws this left hand, I'm going to the right, parry, parry. When we apply these thrusts, I want you to go for underneath the arm. You're going to go somewhere. Even if you go high, you're going to go behind the arm. Don't go in front of the arm here, because it gives him more counter ability. We're going to go under or behind the arm here on those thrusts. Let's take a look at it again. So from here we have 1, 2. See, I'm going to cover that just in case. And that's why we fire the left thrust first. So this right hand stays out there shielding in case he comes back with something. Boom. And then working the other side, I step to the right. Right there, see how my left is going to stay there shielding, okay, as just in case he comes back with something. So we want to work these individually just like this. So it comes out. I go into my deflections. Boom. I work the deflection on the other side. Just start nice and easy. Then we go into the cruzadas. Cruzada. Our parries. Boom. Pop, pop, pop. Boom. Pop, pop, pop. And you can work it in an abecedario fashion drill just like that. But I want you to have the gloves on because it's really important that we're working that timing and that target accuracy going right to the hands. Okay? Right to the hands. Sometimes you're going to get the hands, sometimes you might have to pick up the weapon itself, but right away we're working that functional application. Boom, cover it, pop, pop, and then boom, cover it, pop, 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 right there. Now here's the thing with these 3 techniques is that Tom, our opponent, is not always going to attack one strike at a time. And this is why we have multiple techniques. And there's a lot more than these 3, but these are a good set of 3 for you to begin your double weapons training and application with. And they're pretty versatile along with each other. But I can come into this double deflection right here, right? This deflection right here. If Tom comes immediately back with his left hand, right, you're gonna see that I've got that closed cruzada just waiting right there. And now I got the thrust. I have the reverse angles. I can come back in with the power because we just learned this on the first variation of the counter. And he might start off with the left hand. I pick my counter. Boom. All of a sudden, the right hand's coming in. Boom, there it is. And we have the ability to pick up his multiple attacks. This is the secret to Kali, is the fluidity. The ability to continuously counter or to continuously attack or counter-attack with our fluid ability to move the weapons around. And you're going to see that we're developing independence in our right weapon and also in our left weapon. Let's take another look at a couple different examples here. He can come in with the right hand. I might go into the parry. And as I'm coming in for a thrust, he's coming out. Boom, there's my open X right there. I followed up with the closed X, and right away I can monitor the hands, or I can go into my different follow-ups, selecting the different targets. When we're looking at the targets of the body, I want to give you some targets that are going to be highly effective right off the gate. Number 1 target, obviously, is we want to take the hand. Because if we can smash that hand, or cut that hand, or remove that hand, the weapon is gone, right? Especially if we take both of them. And once we take that, right, let's look at some of the basic follow-ups here. We could pop the elbow, destroying more function of the arm. You could pop the shoulder, destroying even more function of the arm. Go for the knee to destroy the function of the leg, or you go right for the neck head to obviously turn off the computer system. Okay, so you don't really have to worry too much about, going into the actual torso, into the body. We just want to hit them where it counts. We want to hit them where it's going to be most effective. All right? So now I'm on the low ground here. I was on the high ground before, but it doesn't matter. I got a great selection of techniques. So he comes in. There it is. All of a sudden he comes back. Yep. And we can strike it out. And now we can find the flow. Now he might, maybe I don't get a good shot on his first strike on this weapon. He can come back with a combination of 3 attacks. So he can come back with a 1, 2, and a 1 right there, right? So I might come in, I missed, I just got weapon, nothing more than that. Now he comes back with that other strike, boom, there it is. Then he comes back, look, I got the parries right there from the 3rd technique. So let's break that one down right here. I have the first technique, the deflection. For some reason I missed. Maybe I was going after it and maybe Tom pulls his hand in to protect his hand. Boom, right? Didn't get it. Now I have the closed X that I can pick this up with. That brings me into the position. Look, I got parry 1, parry 2 to shield, and now I'm open for those thrusts or those cuts right there. So these 3 are great beginner techniques to give you a solid foundation on your double sticks. And if you want to go even further in your double sticks and become a master of the double stick, double sword fighting, make sure to head over to KaliCenter.com and join me and Tom inside the online school where we can further your training and your knowledge and your understanding of how to use these things. Hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we're training here all the time here at KaliCenter. And then I'll catch you guys back here next time in our next video. All right, we're gonna get back to training now. Just wanted to share this little lesson with you guys. All right, we're out of here.